Our mission on this adventure was to complete the Utah 5, Utah's famed national parks. With Arches, Zion, and Bryce in our belts, Canyonlands and Capitol Reef were the goals of this 2-day trip. There were some bonuses, however, to enjoy the astonishing beauty of Potash Rd, Dead Horse State Park, Goblin Valley State Park, and the Scenic Byway Highway 12. First stop, Potash Rd. This scenic road starts just north of the town of Moab and right before the entrance to Arches National Park. Everyone has seen the iconic bird's eye view of this great wall along the Colorado. I wanted a different take, using a drone to get a side view from over the river. Next up was Dead Horse State Park, about 46 miles away. First stop was a visitor center to get a drone permit. They offer one-day permits for a $10 fee. It's about 5 minutes of paperwork, and they will tell you there is a no-fly zone, which is basically the observation deck and the adjacent parking lot. Since these are perched at the end of a narrow and high mesa, it's not difficult to fly around them, which I did. First to the south, where you can see the strikingly blue Potash Ponds, and then to the north for a more straight-on view of the famous Bend, which I consider just a larger version of Horseshoe Bend in Arizona. Day 1 ended with a visit to Canyonlands National Park, just down the road from Dead Horse. Like Dead Horse, Bryce Canyon, or the Grand Canyon, Canyonlands offers tremendous panoramic views, particularly from the Island in the Sky section of the park, where you will find main attractions like Schaefer Canyon, Mesa Arch, the Upheaval Dome, and major overlooks like the Grand Viewpoint Overlook. The hike to Mesa Arch is short. It's about a half-mile round trip, circumnavigating a small hill, a very easy hike. The arch itself is small, but the view looking through it is spectacular and worth the visit. The Grand Viewpoint is at the end of the mesa, and as its name implies, gives the largest angle of view of the canyons below. Day 2 first stop was Goblin Valley State Park. Leaving Moab means a trip north to Interstate 70, turning west to Highway 24, just a bit past the town of Green River. This southward desolate stretch of road is otherworldly, just like the park itself. From my perspective, Goblin Valley State Park has two very nice touches. One, it's very accommodating to drone operators, even providing a small platform for launching. And two, the placement of the parking lot is a perfect overlook to Valley 1. All drone operations are restricted to Valley 1, and the permit fee is $15. Walking around Valley 1 is a fun experience, no trails, just adventure at your leisure. The drone views are absolutely Martian. From Goblin Valley, following Highway 24 for another 60 miles, one reaches the entrance to Capitol Reef National Park, the Park of Capitol Domes. Because of time restraints, we skipped the Hickman Bridge, took a quick look at the petroglyphs, showed our America the Beautiful passes at the Visitor Center, and headed straight to the Scenic Drive, which is about 7 miles paved and a few miles unpaved. When the paved portion ended, there were 2 gravel roads. We took the one on the left, the Capitol Gorge Road. Winding through narrow canyons provided an Indiana Jones moment, and the final reward was turning a corner and marveling at the Golden Throne, the highest dome in the park at 7,067 feet. The return on the Scenic Drive definitely provided some different looks. Final stop in the park was Panorama Point. Leaving Capitol Reef to the west is the turnoff to the world-famous Scenic Byway 12, the road to Bryce Canyon. Is it overrated? Absolutely not. As you start to immediately gain elevation into the Dixie Forest and Boulder Mountain, there are several observation points near the 9,600-foot Boulder Mountain Pass, any of which will give you a view of seemingly all of southern Utah. The real surprise was coming off the mountain and chancing on what's called the Hogback. This stretch of road has 1,000-foot drops on either side, prompting one more drone flight. So the Utah 5 is complete. Next stop is Asia for all of 2026. Looking forward to those adventures.